Hi everyone, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and I want to show you how to turn bead caps into cord ends. So sometimes you'll need a cord end if you are doing a braided bracelet or perhaps a kumihimo bracelet. So I have a kumihimo bracelet in progress right here. And if you look at the end of it, you see that there's the knot and the braiding. And cord ends are really handy because they're usually cylindric in shape. You cut off your tail here and you need to stick this end with some glue into the cord end. And then a cord end usually has a little loop on the end that allows you to attach a chain or a clasp or whatever you want to that little loop. Now I love cord ends, I use them a lot, but they usually are in a metal finish like silver or gold. And I really wanted for this bracelet that I'm working on a colorful one. So I have these Gardanne Beads bead caps and I love them. So they are so pretty and they're very vibrant. So they are gonna be perfect because they've got this nice deep well. So that's really the key. If you are thinking of turning a bead cap into a cord end, you wanna make sure that it's got enough space here where if we go back and look at our braiding, we are gonna be able to stick this knot and that little bit of braiding into it. So I have a couple examples of bead caps that would not work because I do wanna show you the difference. So here are little bead caps, but you see like on this one by Nunn Design, which I use all the time, there's no place to hide that cord and glue it. Same with this one. This one's a little bit deeper, but still it's not gonna be deep enough. It doesn't have that well where you're gonna be able to stick something in and glue. But these ones by Gardanne do, and there's plenty of other ones that do as well. So you're just looking for that cylindric shape. Now the difference though between this and a traditional cord end is it doesn't have a finished top here and a little loop to attach the rest of your findings to. So I'm going to teach you how to make it into a cord end. It's very simple to do, and what we're going to be using is a ball head pin. Now you can use a regular head pin as well that you just have to stick a little bead on the end, because the key is really having something that is going to stick into here and hold it in place. So you see the size of this hole? It's a pretty good size hole. So I would not want to just put necessarily a flat head pin in there. I do want something else to anchor it in this application because I know that this is going to get a bit of wear being a bracelet. So I've got that ball on there, or in there I should say. You see it, it's in there. And now I'm going to create a loop. So I've just got my pliers. Right, like so. I'm just going to make a little loop. And I'm going to do a wrapping. Now I want to do a wrapping in this instance because I want it to be really secure again. It is for a bracelet design and I just want a little extra security. I want it to be nice and tight. You don't have to do a lot of wraps. So I just did a simple little wrap like that. And now I'm going to trim it. Just like that, and tuck my tail. Just go nice and slow. Okay, so now we got a nice little wrapping, and this is very solid now. You see that little ball is still in there and it's anchoring it. So I'm going to do that to the other one as well. So again, it's staying in there. And when I make my loop, I want to make sure that it's not like this. I don't want to accidentally put the loop up too high. So I want it to be down there, resting nicely. If you're curious what head pins these are by Nunn Design. Okay, so we did the little wrapping again. We'll just do the same process. Trim that tail, tuck our end. We don't want it to snag on our clothing or our skin. Okay, so now we've got the two ends now we can end up gluing our kumihimo braid into, and now we're just going to make a simple clasp set. So I've got some oval jump rings, which I thought would be kind of nice instead of traditional round, but you can use traditional round, of course. And now you can pick any clasp you want. I have a tiara cast toggle here because I wanted this to be kind of a colorful spring design. So I wanted something with flowers. Okay, and before I go any further, I want to make sure that I have enough that this will go in it. Okay, so what you want to make sure when you're doing a toggle clasp is that it's got enough wiggle room that that bar can easily go through it. And in this case, it can. If it was not able to, I would have just added an extra jump ring or two to give yourself a little length of chain on the end that would allow you more flexibility with that toggle bar. But in this case, it worked out just fine. Okay, here we go. And we have made ourselves a little set, which is a nice little cord end set here. It's got that nice color to it. So then when we bring our braid back over, which is in progress still, you'll see we'll be able to glue that right in there and have a really pretty, very unique end cap. And then for me, I've got a little bit more braiding to do, and then I'll glue it in there. And I'm going to use E6000 to glue it in there if you're curious about the glue to use. So I hope you enjoyed this idea of how you can make your own cord ends and then a little clasp set for your braids or kumihimo projects. You can find all the supplies and other tutorials like how to do kumihimo at beadaholique.com.